We're with Paul Booris, and he's the owner of the Rehoboth Baking Company here in Rehoboth. So tell us how this all got started.
This got started in my garage.
Yeah.
3 years ago, I started making English muffins. I was doing some R&D for a different project, and I was working on sourdough formulations and sourdough bread and stuff like that. And I started just making exclusively English muffins in a couple cast iron pans, and then brought them to a couple places just to I made a brand and put them in a bag and brought them to a couple local markets, and people were like, oh yeah, these would be great to have. So then I got a bunch of orders for them, and then I was like, I gotta figure this out. And then it just kind of grew a little bit, and I decided I'll just do this full time. So I left my job, and we started doing it 5 days a week. And it was really me and my kids a little bit were helping out, my teenage kids, in the beginning especially. And then every week I would add some more stuff, and then I started doing Detroit pizza because I had an old 1980s electric stove. That's all I had. So I was I couldn't really do too much stuff,
Yeah.
So I did that, and I built a website and let people pre-order pizza, and then that kind of got out of hand, to be honest. Some days I would release it and it would be I'd be sold out in an hour.
Oh, wow.
100 in an
Wow.
hour, because I was just doing it all by myself. So I was I can only do so much. So then I decided I cut the wall out in between my garage and the apartment, and rolled a set of commercial pizza ovens up against the cutout and vented them out through the building, and then went to gas-fired ovens. So then I could do thin crust pizza too, and then I had more oven capacity. So then I started adding bread and desserts, and as people come in here anyways to pick up a pizza on the way to go home, they want other stuff. So I just started making other stuff. So and my products are the kind of things if you're a kid and you walk in, you know what everything is. I'm not fancy, flaky European. I'm not a baker. I'm a hot food chef that just kind of fell into this out of necessity. But everything's built around our sourdough formulation, and everything is leavened through our sourdough process, for a couple different reasons. But mainly from the digestive benefit aspect of it. I mean, I think a lot of people eat pizza 1 day a week. Maybe it's part of their gig over the course of the week. Pizza's one night a week, right? Mm-hmm. It shouldn't make you feel terrible, and it shouldn't be bad for you,
Yeah.
So we're I really put a lot of effort into where we source flour from and why and when it's ground and how quick the life cycle is on that kind of stuff, and then the sourdough formulations and implementing some whole grains into the process, but not too much. Imported San Marzano tomatoes that are super, super clean. Basically the same thing as organic in this country. Locally produced cheeses that we're grinding and finishing the pizzas with. So everything's simple, but clean, we make all our own salad dressings. We make the jams and the fillings for desserts when we make them. We're not a lot of places, there's a tub of this and a tub of that and a tub of that. The only thing that's coming in the building is raw materials.
Wow.
And in season, we even have the opportunity to really take advantage of the area for raw materials. Mm-hmm. So whether it's some of the I had mentioned Rogue Farm, they're a hydroponic grower in town here. It's a great family, and we get our lettuces from them, and they do a really great job with that.
Great.
And then there's some other small local Sousa Farm, Valid Sousa Farm. But I try to utilize take advantage of the fresh stuff that people that are seconds that people may not want, because you put all this work and effort into growing stuff, and if it's not showroom quality,
people don't buy it.
People don't want it off the farm stand. I'm I'll take it all. I'll figure out what to do with it.
Great.
So in season it can get fun and get interesting because we get to play around a lot.
Yeah. So you only started doing this 3 years ago?
Yeah.
And then when did you open this shop, the Rehoboth Baking?
Well, I guess it was 3.5 years ago, because this has been open. This will be 3 years in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you also opened Railway Pie.
Yeah, we opened Railway Pie about 7.5 months ago.
We had your pizza there. It was absolutely delicious.
Great.
So what did you do when you started this? What was your job?
I was the chief operating officer of a restaurant company called Tavern in the Square.
Oh,
I grew up.
I know them.
I was with them from 2 locations to 25.
Okay.
And before that, I was before Tavern. I was with Boloco. Before that, I was with the director of emerging brands for Legal Seafoods. I brought like LTK Bar and Kitchen to the marketplace with them, the one in the Seaport and Sea Bar and stuff.
Oh, wow. So you're a
I've been a chef my whole life.
You're a trained chef then?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I started washing dishes when I was 13, and I've been doing it ever since.
Wow.
Yeah. I haven't gotten smart enough to get out of it. Really. I don't know if it's.
You haven't gotten enough punishment?
Yeah. So
Excellent.
I think you get it in the beginning, and you either get that bug in you or you don't. So
Yeah.
I love
Great.
it.
Great story, though. So tell us about your menu here.
So I think it's pretty basic. It's like we check a lot of the boxes for the common products that go along with pizza for dinner, for takeout, But like the salads are really fresh and clean. I think that's important. I think like the pizza element gets you in the back door sometimes, or you gets the order, right? But like some people like thick pizza and some people like thin pizza. And a lot of places don't do schools of pizza, right? So we do a few different schools of pizza. We do the Detroit school, which is a thicker but light and airy pan pizza. That's top sauced. And we finish it with the sauce. Traditionally, it would be hot sauce as it comes out of the oven. But we don't quite do it that way because I don't think people would get that. I don't want to hold the sauce hot because traditionally pizza sauce is cold. You cook, the first time you cook, it's in the oven.
Yeah.
So the other option would be to hold it hot, but over the course of the day, the flavor profile changes if you hold it, and I don't want to do that. So I want it to taste consistently bright and fresh every time. So that's why I do my Detroits that way. We do a bar pie, which is like around here on the South Shore. It's traditionally like 10 to 12 inches, baked in a pan, predominantly cheddar cheese, right to the edge, and it gets like lacy edges. And then our probably most popular style is our New Haven style. Like, I don't have a coal oven. I'm not pretending I'm Sally's or Modern or Pepe's or anybody like that. I just love that style of pizza. So I wanted something like that. Like, I live here and I'm like, I want a pizza that I want to eat. So I need to open a place to do that. So for my family, one day a week, I want clean takeout. I'm doing it. And that's kind of why we got here. And like to complement that, like if you want a great fresh clean salad or a nice sandwich or a pasta or something like that, like we have, all those different options. Nothing crazy. It's a different soup every day, and I've got a great crew. Edgar and Nick in the kitchen that do great stuff, and you met Jocelyn. She's a doll, and Jesse's another one. She works at night. Everybody works full time. We're closed 2 days a week, so you see the same people every time you come here.
Oh, wow.
So it's like a family type thing. So the families come in, they know the family here, and it's like just a close operation, close knit operation.
So what are your hours?
Here, we're open 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and on 9 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays. We're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay, and you open what time in the morning?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we make like homemade English muffins and great breakfast sandwiches. Simple, short order breakfast like sourdough French toast and pancakes and eggs to order, but basic stuff, like nothing crazy. But we touch the staples, a couple sweets, a couple basics, and then like our breakfast sandwiches have a pretty strong cult following, like just because the English muffin alone. And it's like 2 big real eggs, good rashers of bacon, like great cheese.
And you make the English muffins?
Yeah. We make them almost every day.
And you make all your desserts?
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge of running this business?
Getting people to know what we are. And in year 3, it's sort of starts to take off. But I think in the pizza community alone, because that's like we do a lot of great stuff over the course of the day, and the desserts are great and stuff. But like the pizza's still our bread and butter. It's the greatest percentage of our sales. To get people to want to find what we do and appreciate what we do is probably the greatest challenge. I'm building another place down the street from there. That's a completely different thing. It's gonna be a Stuffy's shop called Wicked Good Stuffy's, where it's like chowder, Stuffy's, clam boil stew, sandwiches, but seafood based some of the stuff. Take and bake or hot and ready. Like there's no place you can walk in the door and get a hot Stuffy and a cup of chowder and walk out the door. But we're gonna do that.
What's a Stuffy?
So a Stuffy's a quahog. It's shucked. And then mixed with, we're going to use our sourdough bread, spices, quahogs, clam juice, things like that, and pack it and rebake it. And then we'll also offer different flavors, like a linguiça one, a chorizo one, a Mozambique style one, a bacon and
Wow.
jalapeno one. Because like sometimes you like it, but the same regular flavor gets a little boring over time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a bunch of quirky plays on a lot of those traditional things. It'll be fun.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
So that answers plans for the future.
yeah, that's one. And then there's a place in Dighton called Alice's Last Stop, which has been around for a long time. Brian Stone, who's been the owner for about 20 years with his sister, is looking to retire. So we're gonna take over that location
Oh, wow.
late summer.
So what do you like most about this business?
I like that it's challenging, right? I like the hard part. I appreciate the hard part. And I like the fact that I get to work with all and get to sort of interact with all different types of people. It keeps you grounded. I like the challenge of the inconsistency of the market when it comes to food, and how do you make that happen all the time. And I like to create. I wasn't a great student because I can't focus. But like if I have a lot of things going on, I can focus really well, and that's what I really like. So like if I have more projects, I'm better. If I run out of things to do, I am not good.
So
it keeps
type
me as
A.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So that's So I love that about it, and I love feeding people. Like it's a common language. You know, like I can win someone over with what I know how to do in any situation. Like that's awesome. You know, it's a great like groundbreaking thing, and it's like I would love to see at some point in time, if I had my druthers, like I would like to have a place like this in 100 communities, because like there's a local pizza place in every town.
Yeah.
Like why can't it be clean and made from scratch, and like you eat and you feel good afterwards, like it fuels your body instead of the other way. It doesn't have to be just a business, it can be both, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I like. Our tagline of "Make Good Bad Decisions" is like, you're making somewhat of a questionable decision anyways with pizza and desserts, but why can't it be like the best version of that?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'd like to see. You know?
That's wonderful. Well, thank you very much. We can't wait to
Did she give you napkins?
try
Yeah,
the
okay.
food.
All right, good.
She'll
Yeah,
be back.
enjoy.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very nice to meet you. I love having you guys.
Nice
Enjoy
to
the
meet
weather today. Enjoy your lunch.
Warm truth.
You are not waiting for me to turn the video.
wrap because it's a pretty popular one because of the.
Wow.
You know,
How is it?
but we
Good.
we make the rolls, we make the wraps, like I
That's
said, we make
awesome.
everything.
Wow.
I mean, a lot of people say they make everything, but they put it together.
Brisket
I've never-
sandwich, the brisket breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like the best thing I've ever had. Love it.
That's a good one.
What were you saying, Marcia?
Wrap
Delicious.
that in foil for you?
Sure.
Delicious.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I have the chicken salad on a ciabatta roll, also made here, sourdough. The chicken salad is really good. There's a crunch in there because there's looks like, oh, that's tomato. Oh, there's bacon in here too. The bread is so soft and flavorful. This is a very good sandwich.
Enjoy.
Who's winning?
Oh, not me. I'm kind of losing. I'm dead.
You don't look dead to me.